Are you looking for a neighborhood here in the Atlanta area where you can get a decent sized lot and the average sales price for a single family home is $562,000 and it's ITP? Yeah, you heard me right. Well, there's one neighborhood I want to introduce you to that is called Huntley Hills. I'm going to walk around this neighborhood, tell you what the homes are like, tell you what there is to do in the area. So stay tuned. We're talking all about living in Huntley Hills. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Molly. Welcome back to my channel where I talk all things living here in the Atlanta area. And today we're covering Huntley Hills. Let me put it up on a map right now so you can see where it's located. This is a small neighborhood located actually in the city of Chamblee, but you're going to see it's just under I-285. So it's still ITP if that's one of your goals is to live inside the perimeter. Well, this is still barely hanging on there, but it is ITP and very quick access obviously to the highway system. And as far as travel times, getting over to Midtown, that's about a 30-minute drive. Downtown, 35 minutes. Buckhead is about 18 minutes. And getting over to the airport, that can be about 40-45 minutes. But as always, if it's during those heavy commute times, add on a little bit of extra time for that. Now, before I head over into the actual neighborhood of Huntley Hills, I wanted to show you what is just nearby, because Huntley Hills is basically a neighborhood of homes. There's not a lot of extra things to do there. There's not coffee shops in the neighborhood to walk to, but just about 2 miles away down Peachtree Boulevard, you're going to hit Peachtree Station. This was built back in 2017. It has a Whole Foods, there's some places to eat, there's a Starbucks, there's Taqueria del Sol, so if you got a craving for tacos, that is definitely a place to check out. And you're gonna see, right behind me, this is Peachtree Boulevard. You can take this all the way down into Buckhead, into Brookhaven, and then you'll hit Buckhead. I just remember when this used to be nothing kind of out here. It was just basically car dealerships, and now we've got this Peachtree Station, which was a great commercial addition to the City of Chamblee. And then about a couple blocks further down, there's a little older shopping section with a Walmart. And also there is a Chamblee rail trail. I've mentioned this actually in my Chamblee vlog tour. There's a nice little trail where you can connect over from Keswick Park over into the downtown Chamblee, so go check that out on my video. And honestly, you can connect onto that trail behind this Whole Foods and all these stores here behind me. There is a sidewalk there that will connect you to that Chamblee rail trail and get you into that downtown Chamblee area, which is very cute. I'll try to hit that up on the end of my video, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, just want to show you this real quick because this will probably be your closest place to do a little shopping, do a little bit of casual eating without having to go too far. But now that I've shown you this, let me head over into the neighborhood of Huntley Hills and we'll get going. Now, the first thing when you enter into this neighborhood is you're going to drive right by this Huntley Hills Park. It's a sweet little playground, not a ton of playground equipment, I will admit, but there's, some swings, something for the kids to climb on, and this cute little train set. So, if you just have some toddlers that need to burn some energy, this is a quick spot that you can do just that. But if you're looking for some bigger green spaces, you could certainly hit up Keswick Village. There is the Keswick Park right there. I've showed this on my Keswick Village vlog tour. Also, I think I show it on my Chamblee vlog tour as well. And you can also go to the Blackburn Park. They have some tennis courts there, some baseball fields. But also, if you have a kiddo in baseball, definitely look into a Murphy Candler Park because there are tons of baseball fields there. They do a lot of baseball games there. It's a pleasant area to walk around the lake section there. So there are some nearby parks that you can get some exercise on and that you don't have to drive too far. And don't forget about the Chamblee Rail Trail, which I already mentioned, where you could get a couple of miles in that way. Okay, well, that is the park for you here in the Huntley Hills neighborhood. Now I'm going to walk further into the neighborhood and we'll just start talking about what kind of home styles you're going to get here and what you're going to have to pay to live here. Now, if you haven't noticed already, you're going to see that most of this neighborhood is going to be made up of a ranch style and split level homes. So if you are not into the ranch or into the split level, you may be out of luck in this neighborhood. However, there are some newer builds popping up in this neighborhood and at a much better value than what you would find in some other neighboring neighborhoods. Now, let me go over the home prices. As I had mentioned, an average single family home is going to cost you around $562,000, and that'll get you about 1,820 square feet. Now, if you're looking at something in the 400s, that's probably going to need a little bit of work. Something in the 500s, it's going to be renovated, but it's not going to be like the latest and greatest renovated, if you know what I mean. In the 600s, you're going to get something pretty nicely done. And then there are some sales that have hit the 800K price point, and those are going to be kind of like your larger homes and really well, newer, fresher, updated kind of homes. And like I mentioned, there are some newer style homes that are going up here that you'll probably find in that 900. I saw one that's for sale for just over $1 million, but that is kind of far and few between. Most of the homes here are going to be ranch style and those split level type of homes. I had actually done a video talking about places to retire here in the Atlanta area, and I picked Huntley Hills as one of those areas I think is a great place for someone to retire because, one, the home prices aren't extravagant compared to a lot of other parts of Atlanta, and you can get single level living, which I know that's a big high priority on a lot of people retirees list. But I will caution you that some of these homes are a little bit on a hill, so if you're looking for, you know, cruising right into your garage and walking your trash can out to the street without having to do any kind of hill work, you just might need to be a little bit picky on which home you buy because some of these homes have some steeper driveways. But I'm coming up here on a street where I can give you two home examples right next to each other to kind of show you the differences in style of what you'll get. Okay, right behind me, this is kind of a typical example of what you'll find in this neighborhood. This home sold for $635,000. It's just over 1,800 square feet, has 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. This is a split level, as you can see. It has a renovated kitchen, but I will say the bathrooms and the closets are going to be a little bit smaller because that's just how these ranch home and split level homes were made. They don't have big closets. They don't have big bathrooms. So unless they've been renovated and expanded somehow. But on the opposite spectrum, this home actually just popped up on the market. I'm guessing it will probably go fast, but this is a fully renovated home. It's listed for $825,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, over 2,200 square feet. But this looks like a magazine on the inside. It has these beautiful marble countertops. It is renovated head to toe, so very beautiful inside, and you can kind of see the difference in the price ranges in what you'll get. But this is kind of a little bit more of an exception to the rule because most of the homes aren't quite this well done. Now, if you are looking for something bigger and newer, you can certainly find little pockets here in the Huntley Hills area where you can find some newer builds, kind of like this cul-de-sac right behind me. These are all obviously newer built homes, probably built in the 2018 to 2020 era, and you'll get more like 3,700, 4,000 square feet, but they're gonna cost you more. Like there's one behind me, it's listed for $1.195 million. So these are gonna definitely cost you a lot more in this neighborhood, but this is more of the exception than the rule here in this neighborhood. The majority of the homes, like I said, are gonna be more of those ranch style homes. Now, I should mention that one thing that you can find in this neighborhood as well are some of these mid-century modern style homes. Now, these remind me of the exact same homes that you can find over in the North Crest area, which is just north of the city of Tucker. If you want to check that out, go check it out on my channel. Definitely, you're gonna like that area if you are a big mid-century modern lover. Now, I should mention this is a great location for those of you that work maybe over at the Northside Hospital right there in Sandy Springs, or maybe work at some kind of corporate job over in the Sandy Springs area. This is not very far from the city of Dunwoody, so you can get over in Dunwoody in like 10 minutes. Same thing with Northside Hospital. What's great about Dunwoody is you have all of your major shopping, like a Target, you've got the mall, there's a lot of places to eat there. Dunwoody has gotten pretty cool, you guys, so you are right there, but you don't have to pay Dunwoody prices because Dunwoody gets expensive for some of those homes, and this feels just as great as Dunwoody with the quiet streets, big lots. And that is one thing I should mention also about these homes here. You get some big lots, probably 0.3, 0.4 acres. And you know, you're gonna get some older homes, some newer homes. And a lot of these older homes are really well taken care of, even if they're not renovated on the inside, because some of these homes have been owned by, you know, 1 or 2 owners over the life of these homes, which were probably built in the 60s. So you're getting grandma's house, which is gonna be dated on the inside, but on the exterior and all of the systems, they're taking great care of that. So all you have to do is give it a little refresh. Because these homes are located where they are, ITP, close to a lot of things with a short drive, and the prices where they are, they go fast. I mean, the average days on market right now is 16 days, and that is looking at, you know, in the fall time. So if you are looking for a home in this neighborhood, they can go kind of fast, especially the more renovated it is. It's probably going to sell quickly. But hey, that's why I am here. I'm here to give you the inside scoop on all of this kind of information. Now, the easiest thing to do if you are moving here and you need further help is just to reach out to me directly. All my contact information is down in the comment section. Don't be afraid to reach out, whether you want to text me, email, or call. I am here to help you out and can't wait to hear from you. Now, speaking of helping you out, there's something I want to tell you just to be cautious of if you are looking at homes in this neighborhood. Let me get to that next. Okay, here's one thing I want to tell you about. If you are looking for homes and you're seeing great home prices on North Shallowford Road, that is one road I want to caution you on. It is a busier road. I mean, there's not a lot of cars coming down it right now, but the speed limit says 35, but I feel like they're going 50 down this road. It is a busy road. There are no sidewalks. So yeah, homes are going to sell a little bit cheaper on this road. So if prices are looking good, there's a reason for it. It's because it's a busy road. Now, one question I get about Huntley Hills is, well, since it's right by I-285, are you going to hear the I-285 traffic noise? Well, I would say if you are living on the very northern end of this neighborhood, you will hear a little bit of that. But if you are in the center of this neighborhood or on the south side, you're definitely not going to hear that. But what you may hear are the occasional private plane flying by, because the Peachtree DeKalb Airport, which services all of the smaller jets and private planes, that's really close by off of Claremont Road. But really, it's not that big of a hindrance. But check out this cool mid-century modern home right behind me. One great feature of the Huntley Hills neighborhood is that they have a Huntley Hills swim and tennis club that you can join. It is right behind me here. Now, you guys, it's closed down for the season, so it looks definitely dead, but they have some tennis courts and a pool. I have some shots here of the summertime when there's people actually swimming in the pool, so I'll put those up here while I am talking about it. But this is just a lovely feature for the neighborhood, because you know, if you go over into Brookhaven, which is right next door, Brookhaven doesn't have a lot of swim and tennis clubs that you can join, and in Brookhaven you're going to be paying a lot more money for your home. So this is just a really awesome feature about this neighborhood. Now, if you want to join this swim and tennis club, it's going to cost you a $1,250 initiation fee, and then you will pay an annual fee, and that will be based on how many people are in your household. Obviously, the more people in your house, it's going going to cost you more per year. But if you are wanting to join and you move here, put your name on that waiting list, because there is a waiting list like usually most swim and tennis clubs. And per their website, it's going to take you about 1 to 2 years before you can actually join. They service about 200 families each year, so you can see it's a popular spot to hang out at, especially during those hot summer months. Okay, so let's talk about schools here that are zoned to the Huntley Hills neighborhood. I'm actually standing right behind the Huntley Hills Elementary School that is in this neighborhood. Then there is the Chamblee Middle School and the Chamblee Charter High School. Now, the Huntley Hills Elementary School is actually a public STEM and Montessori certified school. So that is something that if that interests you, look into a little bit further. But I would say, you know, people don't really talk about the Huntley Hills Elementary School as being super strong, but I would say go online and do your research, because I do hear some good things about it. And also the Chamblee Middle and Chamblee High get some good online rankings as well. So there you go. There are your schools. Now, if you watch any of my other videos on other neighborhoods, you know I like to talk about where do you do your grocery shopping, because that is an important thing. So as I started out the video, you saw obviously the Whole Foods, and right down the street there is a Walmart. On the northern end of this neighborhood, just over I-285, there is a Kroger, but probably most likely you're going to be hitting up the Publix, which is on the southern end of this neighborhood, kind of on the entrance to the neighborhood. There's also a gym over there and a Home Goods. I'm having an Oprah moment right there. You get a Home Goods and you get a Home Goods. Okay. Anyway, so those are your grocery stores. But if you're looking for some great places to eat, I would say hit up Buford Highway if you are a foodie, and especially an ethnic foodie. You can find some really good dives there off of Buford Highway. That is called the International Highway because of all of the ethnic food that is along that road. Okay, so let me go over a quick pros and cons of living here in the Huntley Hills neighborhood. On the pro side, definitely this is a quiet neighborhood. So if you're seeking kind of a calm, relaxing neighborhood, but close to the city and all of the other fun things, this is definitely an area you might want to seek out. Obviously, the home prices are spectacular. I mean, if you looked anywhere else in an established neighborhood, ITP, finding a single family home in the 600K price range is pretty hard to do. Also, you have pretty easy transportation access. I mean, you're really close to I-285. I personally don't like driving on I-285. It's a very, very busy highway, but if you need to pop onto the highway for some reason, you're right there. Finally, you get good sized lots. If you're looking for a house with some decent yard space, unlike some other neighborhoods where you're kind of crammed in together, you get pretty good sized lots here, 0.3, 0.4 acres. Now on the con side, I would say that, you know, most of the homes in this neighborhood are going to be on the smaller side. So if you're seeking, you know, 3,000, 4,000 square feet, Huntley Hills isn't going to have as many options for you. Also, most of these homes are going to be ranch style homes. So if you're not into ranch, probably also not going to be the spot for you. Also, it's kind of like a neighborhood with not much to do. You're going to have to get in a car and drive somewhere to go get a cup of coffee or something to eat, but you're not too far away. And speaking of that, I'm going to finish out this video by hopping over down to the downtown Chamblee area, which isn't that far away. It's a cute area with some restaurants. So if you're seeking something to do and you don't want to go to a commercial spot, but more of a mom and pop local joint, go to the downtown Chamblee area off of Peachtree Road. That's where we'll head next. So this is the downtown Chamblee area off of Peachtree Road. Really cute, right? There's a lot of different fun little restaurants, and I feel like every time I come here, there's always something new opening up. Like this is a golf and social. This is definitely new from the last time I came here and vlogged this neighborhood. Now, if you want to see all of the downtown Chamblee area and more of Chamblee, make sure you go check out that video on my channel. Now, across the street, there is a sidewalk that'll lead you, well, you could walk on this side too, but it'll lead you down to the MARTA station and then eventually back to the Whole Foods where I started out this video. And to get from the Huntley Hills neighborhood over here into the downtown Chamblee area, that was just over a mile away. I mean, the longest part that it took me to get over here was just crossing over Peachtree Boulevard. And once I was across that, it was a smooth sailing. And yeah, downtown Chamblee will have a lot of different things going on. They have concerts in the summertime. I forget about their Taste of Chamblee that happens in October. So a lot of fun things very, very close by to Huntley Hills. So you guys, with that wraps up my tour of the Huntley Hills neighborhood. What did you think? If it interests you or you want to keep looking and talk about some different options for you, just reach out to me. Don't be shy. All my contact information is down in the comments. Would love to hear from you and see how I can help you out. But thank you for watching, and if you see me out in the wild, make sure you say hello. I would love to say thank you for watching my channel. I truly do appreciate it. But until next time, you guys, I'll see you around the neighborhood.